What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is brought to you by absolutely nobody. Now, I'd like to apologize before we start this video. I've been lacking on my content a little. I know, it's first week of school, so please excuse me for that. Also, TikTok seems to have shadow banned me, which is awesome. All we can do is hope that the views go back up, but that doesn't matter. In honor of 2K21 dropping, we have a tier list for the last 10 2Ks. I think last 11, actually. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll go through the tiers just in case. We got GOAT, my opinion, the greatest 2K of all time. Top 3, which is technically only going to have 2 games in that tier, because the GOAT is included in the top 3 as well. But the GOAT has its own category, so I'll put 2 games in the top 3. But there's 3, because the GOAT's included, of course. We got good. 2Ks I can't complain about. They weren't great. There weren't anything that like if I could bring back a 2K, I wouldn't bring them back. But that doesn't mean I didn't have fun with it. I had fun, but in my opinion, it wasn't the best. It wasn't top 3 worthy. Mid. Basically games I don't really remember. Like nothing that when I think about them, I think oh wow, we did that, but I also don't think oh, this was terrible and I wasted $80. It was just a 2K. It was just a regular 2K. You know what I mean? There was nothing to it. Just mid, you know what I mean? A 6, 5. And then trash. This is, the category that, made Ronnie 2K, because once 2K games started becoming trash, which was, in the 10s, that's when Ronnie 2K started, getting known, because let's be honest, Ronnie 2K only started getting known when people started hating on him. So these games, have a special place in Ronnie's heart. Without further ado, let's get started, man. I have them in order here. Me, organized. Most organized YouTuber on the platform. We got 2K11. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. From 2K11 to 2K13, I did play because my older brothers bought them, but I wasn't gaming them like that. 2K13 was the only my career I really remember playing. 2K12 and 2K11, I really only played Play Now. I did really like 2K11 because, correct me if I'm wrong, it had that mode where you could literally just set up a game and have the teams and the exact score and jump in the fourth quarter with 10 seconds left to hit a game winner and all that. You know what I mean? And they had that Jordan mode. 2K11 was really good, but I was 9 when this came out. So, for all you old heads who think it's a top 3 or the GOAT, chill out. I didn't play it that much. 2K12, same thing. I remember having fun with them as kids. Remember, this is an opinion. This is, what I think. And I had fun with these games, but they're not top 3 or GOAT for me. Just because, I wasn't at that age where I really gamed every day. You know what I mean? So, I'll have them there. 2K13, it's good as well. I honestly, this game is crazy to me, though. It is a great game, but there was just a run of 2Ks that just the only reason I don't have it as a top 3 game was insane, though. I remember the soundtrack was crazy. I had so much fun with this. This was I think this Rising Stars game had who was it? Dame? No, maybe Dame was 2K12. Who was the 2K13s? I don't even remember, but I remember it was really fun, that Rising Stars game, when you get into my career. The Rising Stars versus the Elites or something like that. Man, good times. 2K14. Now, from 2K14, I am going to only talk about next gen. So, from my perspective, because 2K14 was the first year the PS4 came out, and my brothers bought the PS4 with 2K14 and Battlefield 4 or something like that right away. So, I didn't play this on current gen. So, we're going to talk about 2K14 next gen. 2K14 next gen, to me, it's a top 3 game. Now, relax. Let me explain myself. Number 1. This was the first experience, me as a 12-year-old, experiencing the new 2K graphics and gameplay. This 2K14, if you played 2K14 when it first came out, when we were used to the 360 and the PS3, this game was different, bro. The animations, My Career had its first ever story. The park was a thing for the first time. It's trash compared to the park now, but back then, nobody would think, that was not an idea that I thought could work. I never thought something like that would be possible. Overall, amazing game. And it holds, this is probably one of the games I played the most. honestly, as a kid, because my GM was a new feature. I think it was new in 2K14. I might have happened somewhere else, but I remember my GM was really cool. There was just a lot more like interaction with the players. It was a lot more realistic compared to the other 2Ks. And honestly, to this day, I think it's the nicest looking 2K of all time. And go, if you think that's dumb to say because it was 2K14, go look at videos of 2K14 compared to the recent 2Ks. 2K14 was the most realistic 2K of all time, 100%. So I have 2K14 in the top 3 because it really did pave the way for 2K. Like, this game really like upped 2K's game. Yeah, insane game. 2K15, man. 2K15 was mid. I did play it a lot. I remember Park, that was when affiliations first became a thing. But honestly, it just wasn't like crazy. Like, it was good. Like, or it wasn't even good. Like, it wasn't good category, but it was like bearable. Like, I played it. There was nothing really wrong with it, but at the same time, there's nothing that like really popped out to me. I think My League was introduced, which was a really cool feature, but I think 2K15, to me, 2K15 was really only there as a stepping stone for 2K16 because they really took all of 2K15 features and made them like insane in 2K16. Plus, the My Career story was kind of stupid. Like, you go undrafted and stuff. Like, it was mid, you know what I mean? And it was definitely a drop off from 2K14, graphics wise. 2K16, 2K16's a GOAT. 2K16's a GOAT. This is the greatest 2K of all time. Again, 2K15 was the stepping stone to 2K16. And when 2K16 came out, man, when I tell you, bro, I remember me and my buddy Evan, we skipped middle school, bro. Like, this came out, what, grade 8? I want to say beginning of grade 8. Bro, we skipped school and we'd like try to get my brother to go take us to EB Games to pick up 2K16. We just played it all day, bro. My team, still the greatest My Team of all time in my opinion, was 2K16's. My League was super fun to play. My Career, Park was probably at its peak. People would argue 2K17's Park, but like, you know what I mean? Like, the other aspects of 2K16 were so good, that's why it makes it goated, you know what I mean? Like, it was just overall a great game, great experience. Soundtrack was amazing. Again, when I tell you guys, like, it was fire. It was such a fire game. My Team, this is the one game, this was the only 2K that I played My Team more than My Career. Yeah, I think it is. Because My Team was so fun. And it wasn't like now where there's just opals coming out of 2K's butthole every 2 seconds. They're just shooting out random 99 cards for dudes that don't deserve it. No. Like, this was different. Like, the first diamond card came out like halfway through the season. And it was a 96 Steph Curry. And I remember Ronnie dropped a code for it. And it wasn't even like a 96 Steph Curry like card specially made for him. It went down. It was those dynamic cards or something where like it would like the card rating would adjust to the player's real rating in the game. Sick idea. They should bring that back. I don't know if they still have it actually. Heat check cards maybe. I don't know. But I remember Ronnie dropped it on Twitter and I didn't get it and I was so pissed. And that was the first day I cussed out Ronnie. Good times. Yeah, 2K16 goated. 2K17 is top 3, so we already have our top 3 2Ks. Yeah, 2K17 again. The only reason it's not better than 2K16 was the other aspects of 2K16, like the other modes were a lot more fun. I know a lot of guys just play it for the Park. Me personally, I was always into Park, but I didn't really spam Park until 2K20. I didn't take Park seriously until 2K20. Like, I played it for fun. Like, I didn't like really care about my win percentage and all that stuff. I was more of a My Team, like actual My Career, like story guy, and like My League and My GM. And 2K is honestly, like, the fact that they made My GM and My League, it's the only reason why I know a lot of stuff about basketball in terms of like the rules and the salary caps and all that stuff, because it teaches you, bro. Like, you got to know that stuff to be good at My GM and My League. So yeah, respect. 2K17 though, yeah. I mean, the only like thing I remember about 2K17 though, if I'm gonna be real with you, is the Paul George waiting screen, bro. Paul George waiting screen. Like, if you play 2K17, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Deadly. That loading screen was deadly, bro. I remember I used to have full course meals. The game still wouldn't load. 2K18 was trash. 2K18 was trash. Now, some might argue it was mid and people overhate it. But people have to understand, dudes who just started playing 2K, and this was probably 2K18, 2K19 was probably like where a lot of these like new guys, these casuals, I'm not gonna call them casuals. You know, some of you might not be casuals anymore, but at the time you were casuals. You know what I mean? This was your first 2K. I know 2K17 was the first 2K for a lot of guys. 2K16, like this was around the time when everybody got 2K. But 2K18, if you just bought 2K18 and didn't play 2K16 or 17 beforehand, yeah, I can see why you say it's mid. It's your first experience of 2K. It's still like it's 2K at the same time, like it's a basketball game, you know what I mean? Like how much more different can you get? But you guys have to understand, for the people like me who played 16 and 17 and then were handed 18, bro, 18 was nothing compared to the last two. And I honestly knew something was going to happen with 18. I knew it was going to be trash when they took out that red background and they made it that weird gray. Like, look how beautiful these backgrounds are, bro. Like, the red, man. Like, that's what you got to stick with. But no, they messed up, you know. Put the gray background, the game flopped. The game was a flop. People hated on the park. That they brought the neighborhood in, which was a stepping stone. Again, like these games, like when they try out new ideas, usually for me, I notice when a game tries a new idea, they always execute it way better the next time, if you know what I mean. But yeah, no, 2K18 was not a good experience. And my team was trash too. 2K19, man. 2K19, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I bought this halfway through the year because I was broke. I was broke in grade 11. It was mid. I think it was only mid. Like, the park was a little boring. My team was good, honestly. I think that's when opals became a thing, right? My team was good. My career, I don't even remember the story, to be honest. Yeah, I was mid. It was unforgettable. Or it was forgettable, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, the game was forgettable. Like, I don't really remember much about it, if I'm going to be honest. So, I put it as mid. Remember, this is a opinionated thing, guys. Like, don't come at me. Like, this is my experience of playing the game each year. 2K20. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, 2K20 would be mid. If I was talking about 2K20 from the release date until March of 2020, 2K20 is mid. But March 2020, when quarantine hit, this became a good game, bro. And it wasn't even, the gameplay didn't change, nothing. My team was crazy, but the thing that made 2K20 amazing, like, bro, everybody was online, bro. When I'm telling you, I had parties, bro. I would be in PlayStation parties with 16 dudes all in the same park. We all just bunched up into groups of 3 and just played each other on the court all night, bro. 2K20 made quarantine bearable. 2K20 and GTA 5. But you guys don't understand, like, 2K20 has a special place in my heart. For sure. It made quarantine, like, bearable. I was a 99. I can't remember my rating, though. I had maxed out badges. It was the first time I ever, like, maxed out badge 99 overall player in a 2K ever. Was 2K20. For sure. 2K20 was sick. 2K20 was sick. I loved 2K20. 2K21 to me was trash. It was trash. It was not a good game. And I'll explain to you why I don't think it was a good game. The PS5, I played next gen. So this is a next gen thing. Current gen was basically the same thing as 2K20. I'm not even going to talk about current gen. I heard it was better, but I didn't really play it. So I bought the PS5, right? And I remember I didn't buy next gen right away because I thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait for 2K22. Luckily, I played my brother in a game of 2K, and the bet was if I beat him, which I did, destroyed him, he would buy me next gen. Which he did. He lived up to it, of course. And I played it. When I tell you this game was terrible. Terrible. Because my team wasn't that great. Okay? I'm not even going to talk about my team. I don't really play my team anymore. My team was peaked in 2K16. I really hope they bring back that way of playing my team. But 2K21, when I tell you the neighborhood, man, next gen, it was so big for no reason. Bro, nobody cares about a big city with buildings that aren't detailed you can't even go into. Like, 90% of the city is, like, you can't walk into the buildings. Like, it's just useless design. It's just useless, what's the word? Like, decoration. Basically, like, they're just trying to make the city look crazy. Like, it's an open world, do whatever you want. It was trash. The skateboard, every time you pull out your skateboard, you were just floating. The skateboard always glitched. Like, it wouldn't load in. It took so long for me to find games on the court because, again, none of my friends had next gen. So that might contribute to why I think it was trash. Because at the end of the day, if you're new to 2K, don't buy it unless you have friends to play with. If you don't have friends to play with, 2K is a terrible game. It's not fun. You have fun for like an hour, 45 minutes on my career, and you get bored instantly. You need to have friends. That's the only way it's fun. Again, 2K21 was terrible. They executed next gen terribly. And I thought they were going to do crazy because of 2K14, man. 2K14 was different, but 2K21, the graphics were like a good, barely decent upgrade. The park, again, was humongous for no reason. I didn't really like, the way they did things. Really the only thing different about the city was you know, it was a new park. Like the Gatorade gym thing, whatever, that was the exact same. Like the mechanics felt the same. It just wasn't good. It wasn't a good game. But yeah, I honestly really like this list. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think the only thing people are going to hate on me for is the 2K14. Again, relax. I'm talking next gen. And for you people who didn't play 2K14, 2K14 paved the way for these 2Ks, man. So put some respect on 2K14's name. But yeah, that's about it, man. I think this list is pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. And also, if you made it this far in the video, quick little announcement for you guys. My brother hooked me up, man. He bought me a camera. A sick camera. This is like a YouTube camera, man. It's the AX6000. It's like an $800 camera. I looked it up. Crazy. Probably gonna have my first actual good video, like me, like you guys will see. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you know, actual content coming the way. I know I haven't been posting a lot, but it's because I'm planning. I want to start, you know, taking that next step as a creator. So that's where I've been. Thank you guys for watching, man. This was a pretty fun video. I actually had a lot of fun ranking these games. Game made me reminisce a little on these games, man. 2K was really my childhood in the 2010s. It's why I'm so passionate about the game. And Ronnie, if you're watching it this far, man, I don't really hate you. But please, just try your hardest to make the games better, man. I know you don't develop the game, but you gotta have some say. You gotta. Thank you for watching, man. Like, comment what you want to see me do next. Subscribe. Peace.